Well, hey everybody, this is Sam. Welcome back to another episode of Retire Inspired. On today's episode, I'm going to be looking at an original Game Boy from the 1980s. With this Game Boy, it has some lines on the screen which make it a little bit difficult to see when you're playing a game. It has a very simple fix that I'm going to show you on today's episode to show you how to do that if you are so inclined to try. So I'm going to show you real quick exactly what it is that what it's doing. So this is the Game Boy screen. And that's what it looks like. You can see that there are lines on the left and the right side of the screen that make it hard to watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this apart and I'm going to show you the little trick that I learned about how to fix this screen. By the way, if you're new to my channel is about retirement experiences, specifically my retirement experiences. I retired in January of this year, this is 2024. And it is now September, almost October, so I've almost been retired for 10 months. And it has been a wonderful 10 months. I am so glad that I made that decision to retire and go ahead and be doing things that I want to do instead of sitting behind a desk and doing what somebody else asked me to do. Now, I will say, it is a lot different life because you have to be able to manage your time. You don't want to just spend all your time sitting in the lazy boy. Of course, if I could, I would. But anyway, I hope that you enjoy today's video. If you do, be sure and thank me by giving me a thumbs up. And make sure and come back and visit the next time I put out a video. Also, if you're not yet a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you are a subscriber, hit that notification bell and come back and see me next time. Alright, so we're going to need a tri-wing bit. To open this up. So I have a tri-wing bit right here. I'll go ahead and get it open. Let's see. Alright, I got it apart. Now I'm going to turn it on. Let you see what it's doing. You can see the Nintendo logo. But you can also see on the sides there's these lines here and these lines here. And so what I want to do is I want to remove those lines. And it is a very simple and easy process. The first thing you want to do is you want to remove that strip right here. Now I've already taken the strip off. This is the strip that goes right there. I've already taken that strip off, so what I'm going to do now that I've removed the strip, I need to take that little adhesive thing off too, because that will burn up. Let's see if I can get that with my razor. Let's see if I can get that off. Okay. Okay, so you see what I'm talking about with the lines on this side and on this side? What we're going to do is we're going to take the soldering iron and we're going to go over it and kind of resolder those points, heat them up, so to speak. You see how that's kind of, that line is just kind of going away? So now you can see the picture is perfect now. No issues whatsoever. Now I'm going to put it back together. And I have another screen that I bought. So I'm going to take that new screen and put it on this Okay, here is my new screen. It's a slightly different color. That one's gray. This one's black, but that's okay. So what we'll do is I'm going to clean up the inside of this thing because it's just a little bit dirty. blow that out. So let's take that new screen. Put that rubber back on there. And we'll peel the back off of it. And it's got that adhesive there. Oh my goodness. Looks like I need to clean this side too. I know what will get that cleaner. A little Goo Gone. I'll get that old glue residue off. See if I can scrape some of that off with this. And try to get as much of that glue off, that old glue residue off as I can. So if any of you watching this are looking for a decent Game Boy from the 80s, this one will be listed on my eBay store. As soon as I get it finished. Now let's hit that with a little IPA. Get any of that residue. Alright, so I got it all cleaned out inside. It's nice and clean looking. New screen. Just so you can remember what it looked like. Here's the old screen, all scratched up. The color is slightly different between the old and the new screen. It's a little bit different color, but I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. So let's get it put back together. Put these buttons in here. The pad. This guy right here. we'll put this here. And that goes right there. Now we can take our top, just kind of fold it over and lay it into the bottom shell, top shell. And you'll notice that there's get it completely seated in here. There's a ring around each hole that lets you know where the screws go, and that shows you do not put a screw in there. But there's a ring around each hole where the screws go, so that makes it real easy. And these are the Phillips head screws. One thing I like about these old consoles is they really made them tough and resilient. Okay, so that's all the screws for the top half. So what you do is you just put the bottom and the top together. Alright, now you're ready for your tri-wing screws. To put your tri-wing screws back in. There are 6 tri-wing screws. 2 go into the battery compartment here. Alright, one more. And that's all the screws. Now let's put some batteries in. And put the back cover on. Now let's try this one right here. Donkey Land 2. And it appears to work pretty good. Got me. Let's try a different game. Let's try Toy Story 2. And it is working. Alright, so looks like I got another vintage game console fixed and ready to go back out to the public. All cleaned up, looks like a brand new one. Now I do have another one that I'm going to retro bright. This one is a little bit yellowed. You can see next to the other one how yellow it is. You can't really tell unless you put them up next to each other. But I'm going to take this one apart. The inside part of it works real good. So I'm just going to take it apart, and then I'm going to retro bright it, set it out in the sun, and let it turn back to the natural color that it should be. Maybe get another screen to go with it. And then I have this one here as well. Now this one has a cracked screen, so what I thought about doing with this one is I was thinking about retro brighting it, but I was also thinking about getting a new backlit screen for it and just replacing the screen with the new backlit screen. I really like those kits that you can get where you can replace those backlit screens. So maybe I'll do that and make a video replacing that screen to show you how that's done. But anyway, this is good. We've got a good working Nintendo Game Boy retro. Let's see if there's a date on this. It says 19. Let's see if it focuses in on that. I think it says 1989. So that's a 1989 model DMG-01. I'm going to get the back of this cleaned up real good and get it listed on eBay. So if you're interested in this, you can go to my store in the link below and you can actually buy it. So hope you enjoyed it. Well, I'm happy to say that's another console fixed for the record books. I'm really glad that I was able to make that repair and that I have the information and the knowledge to be able to do those kinds of things. It is really rewarding when you're able to take an item that isn't working like it should or not working at all and be able to resurrect it and bring it back from the dead. It's just really a good feeling of accomplishment when you're able to do something like that. And a lot of the stuff that I've learned about these consoles and how to fix different consoles, I've learned off of YouTube. So I hope that one of you have been able to gain some information and some knowledge from this video, and that you were able to take something away from it that you can use in your life. And if you are a retiree or you're considering retiring in the near future and you're just wondering what you're going to do, hey, I suggest that you take up fixing electronics. It's really a fun thing to do if that's something that you're interested in. If it's not something that you're interested in, don't do it, because you'll just regret it and you'll wish that you hadn't. But this is something that I really do enjoy in my retirement, and it's something that I get a lot of accomplishment or feeling of accomplishment out of. And selling on eBay is another one of those things that I feel real good about. So being able to take a console like this and fix it and then list it on eBay, so the two things kind of go hand in hand. And so I'm able to do something by fixing this console, and then I'm also able to sell it on eBay, which is really great. So I hope you enjoyed watching today's video and that you got something out of it. And if you did, please consider, if you're not yet a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you are a subscriber and you haven't hit that notification bell yet, be sure and hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified when I put my next video out. So again, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm glad that you came along for the journey today, and I hope that you can come back and watch next time. But in the meantime, you guys take care, and I will see you on the next one. Love you guys. Bye-bye.